we need to get our thunder sticks out because they're so much fun. Let's do a chant. What do you guys want to do? LOL. TSM, 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 TSM. Okay. TSM, TSM. Okay. Now, we need to give Dignitas some love too. Ready? Dignitas, 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 Dignitas. All right. So, coming up next, there's still music. Maybe later. But right now, we have a match between Dignitas and TSM. And so we're gonna get that started. Oh, hi! It's Rivington and Freak. How are you doing? I'm doing good. It's good to see you. It's good to see you guys. Yeah. So I'm going to hand it over to these guys. We'll get the next match started. So stick around.
Yep. All right, guys. We're about to have this match going underway in just a few moments. Let's get TSM and Dignitas up on stage to shake hands right quick. Let's get these two teams coming out.
On the smoke machine, yes.
Yes.
Oh, you can't see me anymore, I'm hidden.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at home, thank you for rejoining us at the Cosmopolitan here in beautiful Las Vegas, the city of lights. Everybody here with their thunder sticks. Let's try this real quick. Ready? Up. That's where I want the intensity for this game, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We do have this game almost getting underway. Myself, Rivington III, and David Freak Turley to bring this match to you here from Riot Games and League of Legends. We've had amazing matches all weekend long so far, and they're only getting better. Monomaniac coming out of nowhere, now in the limelight, now a team to be reckoned with in the League of Legends circuit.
And what's great is this is kind of a rehash of IPL4, where Dignitas won their first event and said, hey, world, we're really good at this game. Monomaniac here at IPL4, I think it's fitting. They're like, hey, world, we're really good at this game. So they are coming through. And it's great, too, because there's so many things kind of are mirroring each other. In the very first round, we saw Monomaniac just barely lose those last two games to Dignitas. And Dignitas made those great comebacks. And Monomaniac against Curse, you kind of saw them do the same thing, where they're like, oh, we lost game one. Oh, we're really losing game two. It's okay, we'll pull it out. And they came through with the series. So you really can't count any of these teams out anymore. And I was actually, at the very beginning of the event, I was talking with Doublelift, and I was telling him, hey man, so you want to bet on your team? He was like, all right, $5, whatever. And I was like, I got him like 5 minutes ago, and I was like, so you want up the bet? He's like, not if we lost to Dignitas. No, dude, I'm scared now. So a lot of these teams giving each other some respect. And this could go either way. These teams have met each other a lot. They met last year in Kiev, and actually Solomid 2-0'd them in the semifinal there. They kind of crushed their hopes pretty bad. Then the next tournament we saw was Hanover, where Dignitas took second place, and Solomid didn't make it out of groups. These teams are switching places a lot. They have a big history against each other. This could go either way.
Oh man, and we are into Champ Select. I cannot wait to see what these two teams bring to the table. TSM has been bringing us something really original that they have started doing. It's a little M5-esque. They have a very aggressive early game now. They were able to really just take their teams off, or their opponents off guard this tournament, and really maybe just that whole not streaming for a week before the event, so nobody could ghost them, nobody could see. We're gonna have to see. We do have a deer pick, the highest pick band of this tournament. So Raka being banned out there.
Yeah, no real surprise there. I was talking, with him about what they're going to do, and of course, You know, they're just talking about, you know, getting some of those common bans out there, actually. And the Lulu banned out as well. So some very obvious respect bans coming here from Solomid, shutting down some of those choices there for Dignitas. So now, you know, will they pick different supports? Will they run AP Jana mid? Will they run maybe a solo Karma in there, maybe some Kale, and see what they could go for? They're actually banning out Ashe, which surprises me a little bit because we've not seen her all tournament. We have seen that ban a few times.
Really? Right now, that ban would have to be for the initiation of the arrow. It's something against the composition they may want to run. They still have a ban left. It is first ban, first pick for Dignitas, so maybe they're just going around the ban. That Kog'Maw is gone out of that. We have seen a lot of havoc being wreaked by Kog'Maw this tournament. And Skara, will he choose for himself? Usually not the first pick for mid. It's easily countered. But the Cassiopeia still is in there, not one of his top plays. His
typical APs are all still in there. There's no conventional AP mids that have been banned from the pool, so everything is open. You could get Reginald's Cassiopeia, you can let Skara play anything, or you can get Voyboy Lee Sin. Wow. All those are really good choices.
Voyboy carrying big over at Hanover. Let's see if he can do it again. That top Lee Sin is showing us how strong it really can be if played correctly. And we are going to wait to see Dyrus and Xpecial on their 2 picks. They still have quite a bit of time to deliberate on what they want to choose here. And we'll have to see. The pool is still quite large. Dyrus focused in none of these bans, so he could choose whatever he wants out of his pool of champions.
Yeah, I suppose maybe he does play a good Udyr, or they wanted to kick that one away from the odd one either way. But yeah, they have, like I said, every available option basically. The Karthus and the Jana coming out here. This is definitely aimed
and that's
for Reginald
why
and
Soraka is in the ban list.
Yeah, so there's going to be some other supports to grab. Actually, Soraka is a favored support of Locust, whether they're doing the solo mid strat or not. They do like that as a support pick. They're going to grab Dr. Mundo possibly. Just grab up these junglers here. I'm surprised a little bit at the early Mundo because Shyvana is such a strong choice as well. And they're almost analogous here, so they're not really denying any options for solo mid. Being that it's PewDiePie, I'm not even going to recognize what he's chosen here because we know he's not going for it. Corki's a pretty obvious lock-in for him, and I would not be surprised to see that one come out.
That favorite pick for him on Corki, and they are going to lock in those 2 choices. As we have said, Jana actually most picked. She has been picked 17 times for support in this tournament, so she is going to get another chance here at some gameplay. We see the odd one now could choose his jungle. It looks like they are going to choose their respective game lanes.
No, great Master Graves, I like
Graves
that.
on Chaos, very strong. And Nocturne in the jungle. So it looks like he is going to also run Exhaust. Both jungles now running Exhaust. He switches to Flash, however, and Smite. So we are going to have Nocturne and Graves being chosen for TSM, as it is going to be the last 2 picks, and whatever counter they can come up with to the composition they see now before Reginald picks his choice for Dyrus.
Yeah, so one thing going on, though, is Dyrus has a lot of respect for Voyboy, knows that he tends to beat him in that top lane. When you give, and a champion like Lee Sin works with pretty much every composition, and so you're kind of safe first picking that and just kind of running out there. Oh my gosh, please be real. Please be real. There is very, very little crowd control here from solo mid. Katarina honestly could work very well in this lineup. You could actually shut down Karthus with Katarina too, I think. I think there's actually a lot of options here. Ryze, of course, also a really good choice. Ryze, exceptionally strong champion. You know what? I'm no longer rooting for Dignitas because they are trolling me with their picks every time.
Yeah, they do it, but this is going to be pretty good. Skara on Ryze and Reginald on Karthus. That's a pretty hard lane for Karthus, actually. If Ryze can just continue to attack him within the minions, he's only taking half damage if he does get hit with layways. And we are going to see a Vladimir double AP right now for TSM.
Yeah, I think double AP. Manipulating the crowd.
Man.
Oh my gosh. And guys, I mean, you guys in the crowd have been phenomenal. I say this every time I come up here, but you guys in here in person with your Thunder Sticks, with everything, with your signs, are awesome. And I want you guys, even though they've heard you from home, I want you guys to convince everyone watching from home, the over 100,000 of them, that they should come in person to these events. Can you convince them for me? The signs are up in the air. There are pictures. Yeah.
Come on.
The 103,000 of you out there watching right now, this is where it's at. You guys got to make your way out here.
Indeed it is. So let's look at these comps a little bit. We do know Reginald aggressive in middle. Chaos likes to play a little bit aggressive in the beginning as well. With that Janna pick, they will be able to do that bottom lane with a good amount of attack damage coming from the shield and Janna's Howling Gale pop-up. However, there is a good amount of defense passively from Locust, as well as when UNC gets Shatter. And the Cutie Pie is usually going for that 3 Doran, so he's going to be innately tanky in lane against Graves, who also gets the passive from True Grit. So we'll have to see how that works out. It'll be a pretty back and forth bottom lane. The junglers, it's going to be Mundo running Exhaust, and we've talked about that many times. If that flash is on the other jungler, that's usually what you're forced to use if you meet a Mundo with Exhaust, or a jungler with Exhaust.
Yeah, pretty much. They use that Exhaust because it's very easy for Mundo to walk up to you, turn on that W, and just burn you down, exhaust you, hit cleavers once you're slowed. You pretty much can't get away from Mundo in that point. And honestly, this is so reminiscent of what used to happen to Skara back in those previous tournaments, is he would play Mordekaiser or something, with kind of low survivability, low escape, and they would just show up with Mundo and just kind of chunk his face down. And here they can actually really mess with Reginald. He's got his own exhaust, that's kind of nice, but Ryze can flash Rune Prison, and this is, it's reminiscent of what Moscow 5 did, is that Mundo jungle came in, exhaust cleavers, kill, 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 and they do that over and over. And so they have a very good chance here at getting some heavy ganks through these fights. Dyer's actually going heal Ghost, trying to be very defensive here, trying not to die in these fights. That could definitely happen here. Voyboy has been doing a good job of actually dominating these ranged champions with that sort of setup. I would not be surprised to see Dyrus go 21 defense in his mastery build just to keep himself alive for this. And you look at these team fights, and Dignitas, I feel like they're just going to be focusing Reginald in the actual team fight. They're just going to go for him first because you've got Graves, who's naturally tanky. Vladimir's going to be tanky. You can't really go for Janna. She'll ult away. But she didn't bring Flash still. She's very good at escaping. The odd one has a shield, and he's going to be building durable as really the only melee champion on that roster. So if Dignitas can either kick back Reginald or kill Reginald, push away these things with the Lee Sin kick, and then just kind of escape, they can really nullify a lot of that Karthus advantage. I don't think solo mid can actually keep. Actually, they have almost no hard crowd control at all. Dignitas has knockups, roots, lots and lots of slows, lots of movability. Solo mid has like 3 slows and that's it.
Pop up and a fear. Yeah,
right. They've got like a short duration pop up, a couple of slows, and a fear on a tether. So I feel like the crowd control effects that Dignitas have in their lineup are going to be really, really huge for this game.
Yeah, and even looking at this level 1, Dignitas could easily go into the jungle with this makeup. You have Ryze on Rune Prison if he chooses to get it. Locust, Dazzle, the Voyboy is going to be able to get into the fight as well and just help immensely with that Q. So we're going to have to see if they choose to go for that on that level 1 invasion. However, Karthus wall can be pretty painful because usually they'll keep those levels, decide what to go if the invasion does occur, and then they can choose it. Sometimes it'll help them, sometimes it'll hurt them. But it's really up to that situation. You have to choose it at the certain time. We'll have to see if they go for the level 1 invade. Dignitas still on that somewhat of a mid-game to late-game slump. They're still playing strong. However, they can get that early game in their favor and keep it going. TSM, very strong in the early game. So we may even see an invasion from them on this from what we saw in the beginning and the first day.
Yeah, well, Solomon's going to be good at checking brush. Usually that Karthus, most of the champions will kind of save their skill points. Karthus is one that you can pretty much auto-lock with your Q, because that will reveal Fog of War when you cast it. So they can lay waste, spot check these brushes. You can see them on the screen right now. There is Dyrus leading the charge for Solomon on the left-hand side. You can see Skara and Cutie Pie in the front there for Dignitas. So you can kind of see guys getting ready for battle, commanding out their orders. But yeah, so you can see Karthus kind of checking brush for his team, but no one on that team is really good at level 1 fighting, whereas Lee Sin can assassinate, Tarek and Dominate can just toss out their CCs from range. Skara can go whatever he wants at that point, because I don't think Dignitas can lose a level 1 fight unless they get severely outpositioned. So we'll see if they can bully something away. It doesn't really suck too bad if Nocturne loses his blue, but it is a bit of a detriment, so we'll see if they do anything with that.
All right, guys, we are hopping into the game. If you want to see Dignitas take this first match of the best out of 3, let me hear you. And as they make their way out of the base, Dignitas' opponent, if you are looking for TSM to take this first game, let me hear you now. All right, Dignitas definitely has the work out for them to win the crowd back here, but they do have some fans out there, and we're going to have to see if that momentum can push them into this match. They are coming off wins of the day.
Yeah, so Kayak's actually going to be holding on to the river right now, and he's going to be kind of checking. So you can see that everyone's actually kind of holding battle lines across the map and just wanting to be, holding these entrances, not getting spotted. You can kind of go down this line, and everyone's kind of waiting. Like, there's really no invasions coming out yet. Xpecial has used his clairvoyance, so this is a time that Dignitas could use to invade. Again, I feel like their level 1 is much, much stronger, and it's up to them to make this turn into some kind of pressure.
Yeah, they've spread themselves out quite far. It looks like nobody's going to invade here, but they are waiting for that one poke. It doesn't look like they're going to find it. They do have quite a few pings going down. Minions are about to spawn, so it looks like they will be assisting the jungler, and nobody's really going to get any invade. TSM, knowing that their team isn't the best at invading, especially with a Mundo, a Rise, and a Taric, and they're going to go ahead and just start to farm. We'll have to see if the odd one, however, chooses to get a lot of help from Reginald, and then onto blue. We'll see if he goes out for the quick gank.
Yeah, so you think he could go for any invasions and steals. Dominate's actually going to start at Wraiths, and actually no one's even going to help him pull either. He might go like Wraiths, Wolves to late blue and give Scar that Golem buff. It's a possibility here, and actually Dignitas going to go ahead and go for these golems, these smaller golems right away.
Ooh, here
Keep
comes
aggro, but here's Chaos. They've got to be careful to not get this bursted away from them. It's now getting tethered back, and now Chaos will pull it. Dominate's around the side. Who can last hit it? Oh, Cutie Pie gets it! Nice job there, but there's still one left, and that's going to actually hurt the jungle speed for I Will Dominate.
Here we go, Dyrus returning back to top lane. Lee Sin already got a few creep under his belt. Skara going for a little bit of harass right off the bat onto Reginald, saying, hey, what's up? How's it going? Friendly handshake.
Yeah, Scar's going to have a really good advantage at the early levels. Difficulty, of course, is that there are plenty of potions still for Reginald to chew through, so Scar can't really kill him, but can cause him to spend a little bit of gold here.
Yeah, the thing that works out for Skara here really big is that he can stay just outside Defile with Rune Prison and his Qs, so he can continuously harass and just get hit by Lay Waste. Maybe the wall's going to be on him, and that'll do a little bit more damage from shredding his magic resistance, but he really has the range advantage on that mid lane.
Yeah, Dominate just clearing out this jungle some more. Let's look at Lee Sin versus Dyrus. He is level 2. He's using that safeguard purely for the farming to kind of, making these minions get a shield, using that for himself. But it's 6 minions to 2 right now. He is actually winning the minion trade. However, he's got more to choose from, so Dyrus could catch up pretty soon. Scar versus Reginald in the mid lane. 11 to 10, basically. Again, a similar situation where there are more minions for Reginald to choose from. So he's pretty much been equivalent in the mid lane as well. Scar missing 2 there. Bot lane could be aggressive. Cutie Pie and Kax facing off a little bit here. Locust waiting in the wings as well. Has stun and has that Shadow Aura. And he's going to go for a ward now, thinking that Nocturne might come to gank.
Well, Dominate going down very low. Both jungles finished at the exact same time. Looks like Dominate will back, but it's going to be Odd One still having a little bit more health, and he will continue to jungle, so he may get a little bit ahead here of Dominate as he is forced to back.
Oh, Void pushing up on Dyrus a little bit at the top lane, doing some good damage, using all of his energy at that point. 1 point in every skill. Dyrus actually not learning Sanguine Pool. I guess he's just not afraid of a Dr. Mundo gank right now, because that could be scary. Void again trying to shield up some of that damage from Dyrus, last hitting as best he can afterwards.
Odd One coming into mid. Wall of Pain down by Reginald, and he is going to be forced to flash. The Exhausted also go down. I think it was a little too early because he was able to get away, but nice try there. Scar's flash is now down, and this has been a pain point for him in recent tournaments where he's going to still play aggressive. They did use their exhaust, but it's going to be really easy for Nocturne to just come in and fear Scar out of walking away. Reginald's going to be able to put the wall down again, and they may be able to take him out. With the lane push, there's nothing to worry about for now. It looks like bottom is pushing quite well. Chaos and like special. We're going to head see Chaos is 22 to Cutie Pie's 26, or 27 to 24 rather, so pretty close there. Dyrus has back top. Looks like he picked himself up some wards and a Doran shield.
Yeah, so this is actually pretty good. Scar equalized. Now, Reginald did burn his exhaust as part of that trade, so while Scar can't flash away, the amount of CC and burst put against him will be lowered a little bit, so it might be enough for him to Rune Prison and then get away. See if that's possible at all. Dyrus kind of meeting up with the Odd One. Surprised Dyrus didn't cast a couple of spells to help him clear that faster, but either way, Dyrus should be back into lane to get these minions down. Actually missing a couple of them there, but still in pretty good shape for experience. Dominate been revealed by that Clairvoyance. Top lane still trading back and forth. Kax full health and mana entirely. Special waiting in the back. Looks like no death's going to happen just yet, although there's aggressive potential here from Locust. A lot of armor, but they're just not turning it into anything.
So the only real buys here, a few Dorans on Lee Sin, and that's going to be Void Boy and Dyrus top. They both went Dorans, 1 blade and 1 shield for Dyrus. Looking as Lee Sin comes back top to his lane. Dyrus probably chatting with the team. He's kind of just standing there, auto-attacking minions. So he's back in control now. Warding down bottom. Very nice pinging that out. They can remember what times these wards are going down. It's going to be useless for the jungler to come down at that time. He's going to be wasting experience, too much of a commit, and they just need to get back into the jungle. So knowing when those wards go down for another 3 minutes is going to help him to just focus other lanes that he knows he can get to.
Yeah, Cutie Pie starting to lose some health this time. Locust using his heal at Imbue on cooldown, but It doesn't heal nearly as fast as Chaos can shoot out bullets, so Dignitas got to be a little bit careful here, using his phosphorus bomb to push down these minions and keep his gold coming up. And now the odd one actually at level 5 has boots, waiting to jump Scar, but Scar is actually going to uses ultimate for the AoE damage. We're actually still going to wait around. Looks like he's got another minion wave to hold on to, and Reginald being level 6 means that Nocturne wants 6 to gank, and then they're going to combo those.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a few more camps to go. He is just hitting level 5. And he's going to take those to himself. Reginald still pushing quite hard. Dyrus and Voyboy just trading damage top. Looks like Voyboy's losing a little bit, but that safeguard, he's keeping him in the lane.
And he's actually up 41 to 39 minions, and he's still actually doing pretty well. Actually pushing pretty hard under Dyrus. Problem is Dyrus is 6, so he's got to be afraid of this. Puts the shield up again. He is maxing
down bottom. Chaos taking a lot of damage. He is exhausted, and he gets out of that. Looks like they will turn on this fight, though. Jana may have the upper hand with the Zephyr onto Locust, but it looks like they're just going to slow that down. A little too much of a commit if they were to walk past that minion line.
Manic Specials and Locust's exhausts are both down. Everyone else has all the summoners. Again, Voyboy jumping in onto Dyrus. Level 6 could be some really good pain here, actually. He's still trying to spam some life back. Voyboy getting him down to half. 1 potion has been used, and Dyrus actually out of potions now, but does use that Doran's Shield to good effect. Will continue to regenerate. The bonus health gives him some AP as well.
Oh, very nice. You saw that ping middle, both Nocturne and Karthus going for Dragon now. It was Skara actually backing within sight of the minions. Very well played by TSM to take this first Dragon.
Yeah, it's going to be theirs, uncontested entirely. Good job, Solomid, turning a 100 gold disadvantage into 1,000 gold for them. And there's the Dragon pop, 10.1 to 9.1. Good job there. Now Tarek, can Lucas last hit this minion? Yes, 23 gold. He's now ahead of X-Special, except for that whole Dragon thing. All right, Voyboy still.
Mana regen.
And yeah, he's going to have to back out now. Dyrus actually starting to scare Voyboy around a little bit. His current gold, 985. Could buy a lot of MR now if he wanted to. Go for that early Hex Trigger. No, he's going to jump in again. I think he should still be a little bit afraid of Dyrus, though. He can get some of these spells off, but no, still going in for the pressure. Karthus ult goes off. Dyrus got to be careful. The ult goes off from him as well. Voyboy's still surviving it, though. Now going to start running backwards. A little bit of pain coming out. Looks like the heal and ghost both used. Voyboy, only his ignite down right now, and he's now regenning as hard as he can with that lifesteal thanks to Iron Will.
Oh, Nocturne ulti is up for the odd one. This is pretty scary here. There it goes. Oh, the Voyboy getting out of control. The pool. Will he be able to live? He goes for the attack, but the odd one's taking one more hit, and they both get out alive.
Wow, excellent by Solomid, controlling everything. Now Scar's going to make his way over to the Golem buff. Does absolutely want that.
That's a pretty stretched out first blood there. 9 minutes into the game. These teams are playing very cautious, not leaving anything to chance, making sure it's going to happen the right way. Very good push by Reginald. He's going to back up, now take Wraiths. This is awesome for mids to do. You can keep yourself up on minions. That's a lot of gold as well, just to grab every time it comes off. There's 4 more minions for yourself. Looks like they are just trading few shots bottom. And good push by Dignitas here. Could allow them to back and get some more items.
Yeah, let's see what they can do to stabilize. They're down a good number of gold right now. Scar's going to stand against Reginald, who has the gold advantage on him now. Thanks to those kills, dragons, and actually the minions right now, 82 to 73. So a lot of actually advantages here for Reginald. Pretty much everyone that matters. See if Scar can stabilize.
Wait for that blue buff to recharge back up. A good ward by Reginald, and he did that because once he pushes the lane as well, he's going to want to steal Scar's rates. Reginald just doesn't care. Baylife.
Baylife indeed.
It looks like he's going back into his lane here. That blue buff on, he could get in range of Rune Prison. That was quite scary for him. He's still going to take a lot of damage from Skara. He does have his tier. He is getting that stack on mana. Nocturne again waiting on the side here. Voyboy is just kind of chilling though. He does have a ward down by his blue, so we may have seen Nocturne come from that tri-bush entrance or even just up the river. Definitely going to see him, and you will also see him exit, so you see him go back to farming a little bit safer here. Right back into it.
Yeah, Munda was nearby as well. Dominate could have charged into that. Has his ult up, so he could run around. And Dominate is actually maxing Cleaver, using that for the extra gank power there. And kind of sacrificing some jungle speed by not maxing Burning Agony. But instead just kind of wants to land those Cleavers, get kills that way. Unfortunately, has not landed any good ganks yet, so hopefully we can turn that around for him.
It's like Voyboy is actually keeping his lane exactly where he wants it, at 75% towards his tower mark. And he's right past the river. He can farm easily. He has his tower right there, especially because that side of the lane has a longer distance to the turret. He's got to be very careful if he's going to start passing around that river. It looks like Mundo gets a ping on him, and he's going to go back into his jungle, so they know where his pathing is. These wards are really helping out right now for TSM. Scar still facing off mid. He's got his creep wave just about where he wants it.
He should be zoning Reginald right now.
Yeah.
He's got a complete advantage in a fight. He's got all the summoners up. He's got blue and Reginald doesn't. There's no way he loses a trade, but he's not doing anything to push him around. He just wants to farm. Top lane Void Dyrus, and actually Nocturne sneaking in as well. This could be pretty crazy. Let's see if they can get anything there. Karthus ult looks like it is up as well, so this could get really dangerous for Void. And he's going to jump onto Dyrus.
And the Requiem. Very nice job. The second kill coming up for TSM, and that is going to go to to Reginald, the odd one grabbing the first kill of the game. Now up 2-0 here, 12 minutes in, 16K to 14 right now, as they're just about at that mark on Dignitas' side. They do not have an objective yet. They are going to be looking for Dragon quite soon here. And as you said, you know, Scar should be pushing him out, and that's what he's trying to do now. After that kill top, he knows he needs to continue to push, not let Reginald farm. He's getting too far ahead here in mid lane, and he needs to thwart that a little bit.
Yeah, Scar needs to get some ganks in from Mundo. He's not really getting anything done here. Normally you pick Mundo for the fast jungle clear so you can kind of run around and harass people. Ooh, some good damage up on a Reginald, getting him down about 1/3 of his life. Now down to half. Dominate might come in as the odd one shows up. The fear's going to get broken. More damage off of the odd one. Looks like they're still going to be okay here, though.
PewDiePie backing bottom. He does have 1,300 gold. No, almost 1,400. He's going to choose to stay, though. He says, I might be able to get a few more items with this wave coming in. No reason to lose it. And Mundo looking to push and pressure B a little bit, but he was just ward clearing. He does have an Oracle, so that's going to be great for Dignitas to hopefully come out on top of these few fights.
Yep, Dominate level 8, getting closer to 9. Just going to keep clearing minions. And monsters out. Minions 76 to 54. So yeah, there's a gold advantage from the kills. But at least Mundo's out farming Nocturne. So we'll see if that comes into anything, or if Dominate needs to do something else to get his team into this game.
Let's see, right now we do have Chaos on top. No, actually it's going to be Reginald on top at 124 CS with Chaos right behind him. So TSM doing a great job of keeping that farm up. Skara right behind Reginald, however, about 10 CS. So not even losing a lane in that manner. Reginald, however, been able to pick up that assist and kill from Requiem a few times. So he's got himself a little bit more gold that he will be able to use in that lane. Looks like Mundo, Dominate coming back in, clearing wards is going to give him too much awareness that he was there. So it looks like free farming down there as well. It looks like Void top getting pushed back past his turret. They may lose it here for the first one of the game. It looks like Dyrus will be able to take this out. He's just giving it as much time as possible. He wants all the minions to get to him so he can still farm it and get that gold.
All right, Chaos taking a whole bunch of damage there as the jungler had come in there as Nocturne. However, not much actually happened from there. Dominate also in that fight, but the Janna ult kind of solves. No kills could happen. KX at half health has that first BF sword. PewDiePie getting the early the crit cloak instead. Yeah. All right, but they're going for the dragon here, and Dignitas kind of leading the charge for that one. The Wall of Pain has already expired there. Now up for the dragon. Dominate going to keep tanking it. PewDiePie putting out as much damage as possible, and actually it's going to be unopposed entirely, despite the wards up there. They get that 1-0, but Dyrus moving down towards that golem buff, and that actually could be all kinds of scary for Dignitas if they don't cancel this.
Looks like a steal on blue, as you were saying, and they will be able to get there. Lee Sin kind of throwing him off. They do have a ward in that bush. Reginald forcing mid into the tower so he can get his CS and start roaming around a little bit more, and they will still continue to challenge this. I don't know if they realize Skara has a ward in the bush as well, and he can see just past that, but Dyrus says, I don't care, we got odd one coming in from the right side. Boy is going to look to Q in. He didn't get vision on that. It does go to the odd one, and he will start to focus in. Hemo plate goes down. Defile is on from Karthus, and we will see Skara drop. Dyrus able to pick up a kill. Dominate getting out with a sliver of health, and it's going to be Boy kicking away the odd one. Requiem is up. Safeguard saving, but Dominate goes down. And that's going to be an assist for Dyrus as well. A very nice initiate. The odd one was able to take blue and get out with it with just a sliver of health, so great fight there in a 2-0.
Excellent invade by Suleiman. Of course, also stole that golem up as part of it. And I think Lee Sin just did not check Nocturne's items, but he had a Wriggles and already Ninja Tabby, so his armor, 122, just completely tanked the heck out of that Lee Sin kick. Did not get enough damage out there. Excellent job overall Dyrus still doing a great job. Actually looks like he's going for that early Giant Spell, just kind of holding it in for the durability. Bottom lane, Special getting a hit really hard. Cutie Pie will pick up that kill. Now can Chaos convert? His ult is down. His Q is up though. Odd one nearby. No ult as well for him. So Cutie Pie will make it out and pick up gold. The first kill for his team. 131 minions, only 10 behind Chaos. Now I'm a little bit surprised he's staying around. This is very scary for him. He might try to ambush him. I don't know if he has enough damage to do so.
As I said before, Reginald going around, always taking Wraiths, always taking Wolves, taking whatever he can, and he is actually about 30 CS up on anybody in the game. The AD carry should really be in that position, but as you can see, if you're focusing your lane and understanding that the jungles can still be yours, is the odd one saying, you know, take this and take this. If you have the jungle timers in mind, you can really take down your lane, and with the kills he's getting from Requiem now, he has so far surpassed Skara. He really needs to get back in this one. We'll see what he has, that Rod of Ages and a needlessly large rod and Sword Boots to a Catalyst in the tier. So Skara needs to start getting a few kills from his team. They need to start initiating his fives to get those assists going.
Yeah, and we'll see that Odd One just kind of taking away these melee minions for himself, and then Reginald comes back over. But I gotta hand it to Reginald. So he's beating that sort of diamond standard 10 minions per minute mark by a bit. 180 minions in 17 minutes is really, really good. But he's also showing up to fights, and he's 2-0-1 on the scoreboard. Now, of course, every single one of those has pretty much come from Requiem, but he's still actually moving around, you know, getting some of those buff steals and actually coordinating in these battles as well. So gotta hand it to Reginald for playing an excellent game so far. Skara trying to keep up, needs some more durability. Right now, he doesn't have a whole lot. Bot lane, a little bit of pain. Locust has popped his ult. Cutie Pie was in that battle as well. Looks like they have the chance to fight KX. They have an item advantage. They have crits in there. They actually completely overpower Janna shields when they attack. We'll see if they can make that actually turn into some kills, or if they will keep farming and let KX kind of get back to that same situation.
Locust going to ward. Looks like, again, Reginald back to farm the jungle from Odd One. And we will see Dyrus top by himself. Looks like Voyboy is going to go mid here. Either their blue is going to come up. No, that's actually just went down, so maybe he will help to gank middle. They need to focus something on Reginald, get the gold that he's worth back as well. Hopefully get that to Skara, and that will help him in mid. A Fed Rise can definitely beat a Fed Karthus.
You know, typically Dignitas just trusts in Cutie Pie, and I mean, that was their old strategy of triple support, plus let him play something he likes to play. And right now, he is, again, the only one on that team with a kill. And you know, honestly, it's worked for him so far in pretty much every tournament. Is go get Cutie Pie fed, Cutie Pie can carry him. And, you know, he's still kind of on that track right now. He's got some good damage output. He's getting pretty close to Infinity Edge. No 15-minute mark Infinity Edge by any means, which is, you know, pretty ludicrously difficult to do. But still, getting some good damage output here and doing ultimately a pretty good job in this game.
Looks like they're going to donate blue to Reginald again in middle. They got pings going down. I think they saw the corner of Rise. And with that, they're not going to really worry about that. Odd One's like, all right, give me some of it, man. I need some of my farm. Odd One going around his jungle, not getting too much. Let's see, items fully built here. We did obviously see that Rod of Ages. Almost the Rabadon's finished. Reginald grabbing himself a ward as well. We did say Cutie Pie is quite a ways ahead of Graves and Chaos right now. He almost has that Infinity Edge finished, and Chaos has the Scepter and a BF Sword. So he definitely has at least 800, 900 gold up onto Chaos.
Yep, they're trying to zone him out as much as they can. 162 to 160. They pretty much stabilized the minion kills that was in KX's favor before. Now Cutie Pie just fully ahead right now in gold. And, you know, Dyrus, though, has been dominating Voyboy pretty hard. He's got him by a good 40 minions and more, plus kills and assists. So Voyboy, you know, not really contributing as much as he normally does to his team.
Wow, Reginald doing a great job. 212 before 20 minutes. Continues to farm all around the map, not even having to tax anybody's lane. The Odd One's still getting kills from being aggressive in the jungle. Everybody's working together quite well right now. It's really a good late game team from Dignitas here, so if they can keep this going, Mundo, Lee Sin can get tanky. They still just have to be careful about Vlad, Nocturne, and Graves. That's about it. So if they can take those down in a fight, they're not really defensive people. They will still take damage. So these fights can still go either way as we go into late game.
I think TSM wants to go for a Nocturne gank. They just pink warded that brush. Or actually, they had one down already, and they just swept out another ward. And Nocturne's ult is up, and sure enough, they're moving down towards the bottom of the map. It might be just a hold for Dragon, but this bot lane is still available for pushing. Yeah, they're definitely going for a Dragon Stab here. But everyone else from Dignitas is coming down. Let's see if they can stop them right now. Dyrus pulls the aggro. Probably the best champion for that. But here comes Lee Sin. Here comes everyone else. This bot lane could be scary for him. They have forced that to reset right now. Everyone is around, though. The odd one has a whole lot of armor, and there is the Nocturne ult up onto Voyboy, probably the worst target there. Now Dyrus taking a lot of damage, Dominic getting low as well. Chaos has been caught out, but looks like he will, oh, he will die! Nice job there, and Reginald might drop as well. PewDiePie, can he get out? Looks like he's going to keep taking damage. The Karthus ult might pick up even more. Oh, wow, he picks up a lot right there. Dyrus falls, Skara, last man standing, 1 versus 2. Some good damage on a special, might pick it up. Can he get it? Yes! Now the odd one, trying to run away, has been revealed by a ward. The movement speed better for Skara. Gets the Rune Prison. Skara still chasing in. The combo is pretty good. Cooldown 5 seconds. 1 second on Rune Prison. No flash though, cannot pick it up.
Wow, an amazing fight. Skara staying in there. Like I said, these guys are not out of it. They needed to get that 5-on-5 fight down, and that's really good for them because they were able to stand in Defile and a Hemoplague for pretty much the entire time. Hemoplague being Vladimir's ultimate, and Defile just being an ability that Karthus can put out. And for them to be able to take that after being hit on so many times right now, that gives them so much momentum coming back into this. There were a lot of assists given out there. Skara getting himself to 3-1-0. It's exactly what he needed, and he's going to start being troublesome for TSM now.
Yeah, that was massive. The kills all went to Rise and to Corki.
Yep.
Meanwhile, of course, the kills were all going to Vladimir and Karthus, so he can't exactly hate right there. Yeah, Dyrus getting really happy about this game. That Karthus ult did manage to work out quite well for them. He managed to just die on top of everyone else. But looks like we have another fight coming up very, very soon. Oh, they picked up the dragon. Now let's see if they're going to jump into this. There's the Wall of Pain. The split is not too good for Dignitas. Skara up in front, getting dropped right away. Can they kill the Odd One first? Looks like Odd One still not dropping. Now PewDiePie does fall. Reginald getting low, but he hasn't died yet. Voyboy might try to run away. The Cleaver. Oh, 60 health left. Voyboy getting slowed now. Dyrus might pick this up. Voyboy gets a heal. Still trying to run away. Stun comes off. Q goes, yes!
Wait a minute.
And
Oh, wow. Great job by TSM to continue the fight. Dominate was pushed out by the other team. Defile was on, but he was forced to go the other way because Dyrus was focusing him before he got back into the second fight near Wraiths. Dominate was not able to help this fight. Unfortunate for Dignitas. They did grab Dragon, but that negated the money they just gained. 35,000 to 30,000 right now. 12-6 at 23 minutes. And we still have a game going. Only 2 turrets taken down so far. And this game, with a good Baron, can still go either way.
Yeah, they really should have run down the other way. They just took Dragon, had taken some damage by doing so. And they had some wards. They had this ward right here. They knew champions were there. And they had to know that solo mid would, of course, come together and not one at a time. Skara had not been back to buy since his 3-kill spree there at that earlier team fight. So he was not nearly as strong as he looks now. He was down a couple of items. And I think Dignitas had to know that they were not nearly as powerful as Team Solo Mid. They were not even up in kills yet.
It looks like we do have some pings towards Baron. There are wards down. They may want to clear these. See if Janna has that. And Xpecial has gotten himself an Oracles. They're going to be moving out. He actually bought that Oracles and used it and then bought 4 more wards. He has full slots right now of just recipe items. That Philo Stone, a Heart of Gold for the GP10. That's going to help him continue to buy wards for his team. It looks like there's a little bit of focus down bottom. I wonder if Tarek and Mundo showing here. I don't think Dominate is going to show, but that would be a definite Baron for the positioning of TSM right now.
Yeah, PewDiePie.
And there's Corki and Tarek. This is scary.
Yeah, so PewDiePie had this nice move where when the mini waves reset, he ran into this brush here and waited for Chaos and wanted to basically set a trap for him. Unfortunately, Solo Mid was like, hey, Chaos, come grab red buff. And now he's back, and now he's going to miss out on a few minis, but oh my gosh, that damage output. Crit in the face. And I pronounced it properly this time, thank you very much. And let's see, on one, moving up towards the jungle. They must know blue buff coming up soon. Skara kind of waiting around for it. Has a lot of durability right now.
Oh, man.
He's getting caught on Skara, trying to run away from the odd one. Good kick there from Lee Sim. Skara still going to fall to Vladil, and Dyrus doing so very much damage. Now Voyboy jumping to a minion, trying to run away. Will do so. The blues still down.
Matt Ryla's scary on Dyrus. It's going to be facilitating a lot of kills for them. Another Wall of Pain down. He's only going to take 1 lay waste. We'll see that he does have that Spirit Message helping him out a little bit with that health regen and magic resistance. Looks like they have good damage onto Baron. They're going to leave it at half here and turn this fight. Mundo is the one to be focused, but they turn. Voyboy very low, and Lee Sin will go down. Great focus now onto Locust. Requiem will go off. PewDiePie, no, not even left with a sliver of health. Requiem doing over 500 damage. to Cutie Pie, and they are going to be able to reset or take the reset Baron, taking that down. Dominate again, forced out of the fight for his team, unable to help Dignitas, making it a 5v4 right off the bat. And just very good initiation and focus. It was a little too much on Dominate actually in the beginning. They did a lot of damage to Mundo, quickly turning on to Voy Boy. They shut him down into Locust. Corky out by Requiem. A very nice job there by TSM.
Yeah, and there we go, immediately picked up here. Okay, there we go. Original picking up that golden buff. Gonna like that one a lot. They're now up 10 kills and 7,000 gold. Now, of course, we've seen comebacks in all forms of this tournament. We obviously cannot count Dignitas out yet.
Right.
But Mid do not look like they're making any mistakes. And Dyrus, 7-1-9, definitely crushing some faces. Now, I was called out by Reddit. I was reading Reddit last night, and I think they flamed me for not mentioning Xpecial when I just like named every member and then everyone cheered for him. So I need the obligatory, if you want to cheer for Xpecial, cheer for Xpecial. All right, but I got to make it fair. So we already did Mid yesterday. If you guys like Skara individually, Skara as a player, let me hear you. I will dominate on Dr. Mundo, the newest edition Dignitas. If you're Dominate fans, less popular than Dyrus. Okay. Cutie Pie actually up in a duel against Chaos. Oh, but it was a bait for Skara. Oh my gosh, he got wrecked right there.
Wow.
Oh, man. He got wrecked. Oh, gee. Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie fans, let's go. Who's got? All right, any Locust fans out there? Sorry,
The
Locust.
strong, the supports.
I'm sorry, Locust. Not so much for your fan base. And then finally, he carried big at Hanover. Voy Boy fans. Alrighty, thank you guys for being such an interactive crowd. You guys really are awesome. Cheers for yourselves!
That sounded pretty self-centered, guys.
Yeah, wow.
That was the loudest. That was the loudest.
Seriously. All right.
Looks like mid tower does go down. It looks Dignitas going to pick themselves up a little bit more global gold. They're trying to close that gap right now. They are about 5,000, no, 9,000 gold, 7,000 because I can do math.
Math.
It's good. I'll stick to the mic.
We'll average the two.
Yep. And it looks like they're now forced to defend their mid. A good ward there, right in the middle. I like it. I like it. Yeah, Minions making their way down. Will they be able to challenge this? Not too many wave clearing abilities on Dignitas here. They will get that spell flux or that flux down. Will he be able to take it? Siege Minion going to the turret aggressively. Not even. Oh, he goes down. Sorry, sorry.
All right, Mid still posturing. They're really good, by the way. I've seen them do this a lot. They put these wards down as they're pushing mid to watch for flanks. They constantly put these wards down, looking to see if champions are going to come up behind them, and they don't get caught out that way. It's a really, really smart move, and they do it a lot. I really got to hand it to them for making some good moves like that. But they are definitely pushing through on these turrets of their own. They've now taken down 3 turrets. They haven't even touched bottom, and actually they've sent Cutie Pie to solo that for a while and kind of catch up in items. They know they can't hold on to these turrets for too long, so they're letting them die. Trying to get Cutie Pie some farm for himself.
Looks like they will be able to put, yeah, they're just kind of pushing through this here. That Baron being utilized very well in the fight, just trying to get their poke down. A lot of poke, especially from the from TSM as well. They're just able to get Dyrus in there with Tides of Blood to throw it out. Reginald's poke, Chaos, they'd be able to throw out Qs as well as the odd one's Dustbringer Q. They're going to back up here, re-push, or go for bottom lane. Baron is still up on them. Let's see how long they got on that. It's actually just about up, so we're going to see that spawn again in 3 minutes. We'll have Baron about 32, 33 minutes.
Yeah, 33 minutes should be the respawn there for Baron buff. They're going to go for a Dragon, which will respawn about 6 minutes after it dies. They're getting it almost immediately. As a freebie there for Solo Mid. Good job by them controlling that map advantage, kind of leaving Fog of War before the Baron buff ran out, so Dignitas would still be afraid of them.
You actually have one more shout out to do. I'm going to shout out, they have 3 kills, tons of turrets, and 1 inhibitor. Let's hear it for Blue Minions. Blue Minions have played quite strong this tournament.
You're right, thank you. Yeah, I forgot about the Blue Minions. So there you go. Scar actually going for an early Woda. Just really wanted that sustain there. Problem is he's still not all that durable. He's been able to get bursted in a lot of these fights. And Dignitas actually, they're just going to go push bottom. They're just going for it. And I mean, it may work out for them. It's a little bit scary because they are behind solo mid. But you know, as Dan said when he was commentating earlier, you know, when you're behind and you know you're going to lose, you got to make plays. And so Dignitas is going to try to make some plays, try to get some of these turret kills for themselves. And they do have good turret sieging. They do have Corky and Ryans who can lay out those basic attacks. Nope, they're afraid. Laters.
Gone.
Just kidding, guys. You found us. Oh, nice. However, solo mid going towards middle instead of, which of course fits their name, but going towards middle instead of pushing down that bottom lane. So Dignitas trap will not work. Oh, they're going back for it. Oh, they might actually get this turret for free. However, they're going to get flanked by solo mid. Okay, they're going to see him now. Hey, I got it right. Okay. Anyway, there's Dyrus coming in from the side. Dig could get caught. One could jump in here. Oh, a great cleaver there. Wards are down. Rachel gets the wall. This is going to be a fight.
Here goes Corky trying to Valkyrie. He used Valkyrie quite early. Hemo Plague doing a ton of damage with Tides of Blood, and they are almost able to wipe out with a triple kill from Dyrus. Dignitas goes down. Requiem will follow, dominate. Kaox picking up that kill, and we are going to see Voyboy making his way, exit stage left to bottom lane, keeping himself alive. And we are going to have Baron up in 1 minute exactly. They will be able to take this. It's going to be a 30-second run up to Baron for these guys. Will they be able to have it in time?
Well, they're going to probably, you know what? Yeah, Dignitas should be back in time to challenge. I'm surprised no one rushed top to, oh, they're going to give it, nice. They're giving it to Xpecial. Xpecial's going to get some gold now. I'd like that. Yeah, that's right, that's right. Solo mid, let support get gold sometimes. I like that. There we go, going to put that turret down. There's the Howling Gale. Still taking some damage. Those blue minions, Xpecial doing battle. Gets one, gets two, yeah! Oh, Xpecial is so good.
Shielded!
Oh, nice! Well done, Xpecial. That Howling Gale, rank 5, just chopping through them right now. Look at that bonus AD. Oh, 23 CS. He is 24, he is dominating Taric and minion kills. Everyone on solo mid, I believe, is out CSing their lane counterparts.
Looks like they're pinging Reginald. They're saying, do not go in there yet. Reginald's aggressive playstyle says, but I want to. That Wall of Pain wants to go out, and it looks like they will be going for a challenge here. The 5-on-5 to start. Xpecial is around the corner. He got the Howling Gale in from the side. Will they be able to steal Baron? And the Baron goes off to Dignitas. They were fighting for it, and they were able to get it. Will they be able to continue the fight? And it looks like too much damage. Nice, beautifully done by Xpecial with the Monsoon there to push Lee Sin back into the fight, quickly clearing out that Baron try. And Cutie Pie is the only one to get away with it as he Valkyries over the wall. We will see the GG come out from Dignitas for game 1. And TSM forces the surrender.
Wow, solo mid getting that victory. Excellent play by them. It's the second surrender I've seen this tournament so far. Every other one has gone to a Nexus Explosion. But no, that Baron attempt did not quite work out. The damage output just so strong from that double AP comp. You see Dyrus hiding his face behind himself. Puts the thumbs down to the camera. Excellent job by solo mid. 8 to 24, that kill streak. There's the Tetris side of that pillow. Dyrus showing why he's a fan favorite. Pretty animated dude, I like it. Dyrus also really good at Tetris, by the way, not even just League of Legends.
Yeah.
But he went 12-1-12 that game, did a phenomenal job, was the carry for solo mid in that game, and it was beating up Voyboy, and that is a tall order. I mean, all of both these teams, of course, phenomenally skilled. The Cutie Pie Corky carry did not quite happen this time. Instead, it was the Dyrus Vladimir carry. Reginald playing excellently as well, 4-2-17. Nocturne by the odd one, 5-1-10. Ultimately, everyone except Jana went positive on Team Solo mid, but he's support. He doesn't get kills that often. It's okay.
Yeah, getting all that CS in his favor as well. An amazing game played from start to finish. You know, there was a little bit of falter at some points, but they were able to come out on top of most of their fights. Dignitas, as you said, when Dan Din was saying you have to make some plays, they were going for those. They were trying. That was a great push on the bottom lane as they threw the ward to the left. But again, Reginald coming out with aggressive play. The wall started it off a little bit too early of a Valkyrie on Cutie Pie, and they were able to shut them down because that Dyrus was so fled. Hemo Plague was just clearing everybody's HP. But we'll see if TSM can do it so easily again right after this commercial break. We'll be right back with Cosmopolitan and the IPL.